So really pleased to be here in Geneva outside the Human Rights Council where the last couple of days we have been working alongside a number of Belarusian human rights defenders and their organizations ahead of the Universal Periodic Review of Belarus. For us with Human Rights House Foundation, this is the culmination of around 9 months of support and engagement with Belarusian organizations. In November 2024, we organized a UPR workshop for Belarusian organizations, including some who were participating in a review for the first time, to ensure that Belarusian civil society was well equipped to make the most of the process.
For me, it's my first time in Geneva in pre-UPR session, and I feel a lot of empowerment from my colleagues.
It's great to be here in Geneva with a team of colleagues from different human rights organizations, part of the larger Belarusian coalition, and with support of Human Rights Houses Foundation.
Human Rights House Foundation organized the workshop, and it was very important to me because this is my first time participating in UPR. Important to understand what this process is about, how to write such kind of papers and what is the purpose of it. So the workshop was very useful for me.
This year we see also really an increase in the number of Belarusians who are participating in the Universal Periodic Review compared to 4 years ago when the previous UPR took place. Through the early stages of 2025, we assisted colleagues with written submissions to the UPR process, focused on making a strong argument for the recommendations they wanted states to make to Belarus during the review.
And we are here to advocate our recommendations to official Minsk, to Belarusian authority, and also some recommendation to other countries how to work, how to deal with Belarus.
Yesterday, Belarusian colleagues had a sort of a speed dating with 16 delegations here in Geneva giving their recommendations.
Yeah, we would like to keep the focus on Belarus, as really in Europe it's one of the countries where the violations of human rights, the denial of human rights is really so deliberate that you cannot ignore it. We're hoping that the delegations listen to NGOs' voices, as it's been increasingly hard for Belarusian NGOs, for a lot of them to operate at least partially from exile.
I've been spending the afternoon with human rights defenders from Belarus who have been telling me about the situation on the ground in Belarus. Given the complete crushing of any sort of NGO activity, it's really important that we hear from those who still have a line into the country, and it's going to be really important for me reporting back to London and our embassy in Minsk when we're formulating our recommendations for the upcoming Universal Periodic Review.
For Switzerland, it's very important to have civil society participation, interacting with the human rights mechanisms here in Geneva. It's a great value, I think, for the permanent missions here, but also for HRHF representatives or special procedures.
It's very hard to work with the system where government have not will to change something. The question of human rights that in Belarus are systematic problems with human rights. For us, it's very important that on the in different international human rights mechanism, this question will be put and highlighted.
Now we are looking forward to the actual UPR review of Belarus in Geneva on the 3rd of November, anticipating that states will make many strong recommendations to Belarus after being briefed on the situation by civil society. And after the review, we'll work with civil society colleagues to ensure that states follow up on the recommendations they have made and hold Belarus accountable for progress in implementing those recommendations.